Hi, I'm Rick with Strike Zone Fishing here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today we're going to do a product view on kayaks, and specifically fishing kayaks that we handle here at Strike Zone. We're going to talk about the pedal drives, we're going to talk about how to set them up, we're going to talk about some rudder systems, and some better value kayaks that's out on the market today. We're going to start off today with the Town Predator PDL. This is a pedal drive kayak that's 13 feet long. Next we're going to go into the Topwater PDL, which is a brand new boat from Old Town. And then we'll go look at some Blvd kayaks and a couple of Malibu kayaks. Well, welcome to the warehouse. This is where we keep all the kayaks. As you can tell, some of the kayaks are pretty big. So we like to keep them over here where we've got more room. Some of the boats we're going to talk about today are the Blvd Seaghost 130, the Blvd Yellowfin 120, the Malibu X Factor, which is a 14-foot long kayak. And we're also going to talk about the Stealth 12 and possibly the Stealth 14. And why don't we go ahead and head back up to the front showroom and we'll get started. All right, the first one we're going to go over is the Old Town PDL, which is a pedal drive kayak. The nice thing about having an Old Town pedal drive kayak is Old Town is owned by Johnson Outdoors, which also owns Minn Kota. As we all know, they do trolling motors, so they understand propulsion. So one of the really nice things about their drive, about being able to go forward and reverse, but it drops down really easily, gives you a forward or reverse, also comes with a 5-year warranty. This is primarily a fishing style kayak, so it's going to have 2 rod holders located in the back. It also has the deck plates up here that you can mount items to, such as fish finders or rod holders, so that you can position them forward for when you're trolling for hands-free fishing. So you also have a rudder back here that you'll deploy on the right side, and the steering is located up here, and you'll be able to steer the rudder left and right while you're pedaling. And then once you're ready to take the rudder up, you just grab it and it comes on up, and you just line it up, it falls right back into place. If you get into too shallow of water and you need to pick the pedal drive up, it's very easy. It doesn't take much effort to bring it up and position it up here. Now you can go into a lot shallower water. This has dry storage located up front. You open it up, it's a large hatch. The boat is hollow, so if you put something in here and on dry land you pick it up, it will roll to the back of the boat. But they've positioned a battery bag here for you to put a 12-volt battery in. You can put a color GPS depth finder up here, and then your transducer mount would go down through this hole and mount to the bottom of the boat, which allows you to see all the fish and all the deep holes that you would be looking for in the kayak. The boat, the seat will move forward, so it's positioned for any leg length. It will also fold forward, and there's also additional storage back here with an additional hatch. We also have deck plates located back here for additional tie-down points, as well as installing a light or a flag on here. It's grooved out for you to have a milk crate, and also a cooler will fit back here too. This is the Old Town PDL Predator. It's 13.2. It handles 500 pounds. It's approximately 36 inches wide, and it is 117 pounds with the drive. One of the nice things about this is the drive will come out, so now it's easy for transport. We have the Old Town Topwater PDL. This is a new boat for 2019 for the Old Town line. It's one of the pedal drives, so it goes forward and reverse. It also has, it's a smaller boat than what they've had out in the past. So this one's 10.6, weighs 95 pounds, holds 450 pounds. We'll also have the rudder system, which will deploy and gives you the steerage. It also comes with a scaled down seat, so the seat is much lighter. It doesn't have the pocket that the tackle box would slide into that's on the Predator, but it does come with the side mount tackle box holders. It also comes with a rail system, so you can attach the rod holders via rail instead of, or gear tracks, instead of drilling holes into your boat. It does come with 2 storage rod holders or flush mount rod holders in the back. It is grooved out and sectioned for a milk crate. It also will handle a cooler. It has storage under the hatch. Storage under the seat, excuse me. And it has the front dry hatch up here. The nice thing about the Topwater, it doesn't take as much effort as the Predator to push because the boat is much lighter. A lot of people like this boat also because since it's only 10.6, you can put it in the bed of a pickup truck much easier, especially if you're by yourself. This is the Topwater PDL from Old Town. It's one of the new boats for 2019. All right, the next brand we're going to talk about is Vibe Kayaks. Vibe is a new brand for us. This is the Yellowfin 100. This is our entry-level lawn chair style seat, or hero seat as they call it. This boat is 10 feet long, 32 inches wide, weighs 57 pounds. This is a great one for someone just getting into the sport of kayak fishing. It comes with 2 rod holders in the back. It has 2 dry storage locations, one in the bow, and these are twist locks, and one right here. They also have a location for you to attach a Scotty mount so that you can put a rod holder up front. But they also have 2 rod holders that lean forward. And a lot of people look at it and go, why do they lean forward instead of come backwards like most traditional rod holders? Well, it's so that you can paddle. So the rods will lean forward, the lines will stick out and come back, and now you control while you're paddling and not worry about having to hear or hit your rods while you're doing it. Here again, it's the hero seat. This seat will come out. It also comes with 2 paddle holders. For what it is, a lot of guys like to shark fish out of this boat. They paddle their baits out. This is a really nice entry-level beach-style kayak. Anybody in small creeks will really like it. This boat also happens to come with a paddle. So it comes with the Vibe Journey paddle. The Vibe kayaks come with their own scupper plugs. So a scupper plug is designed to plug the hole that's located in the boat. So when you get water in these boats and they sit on tops, the water drains out. But a lot of times when you first get in the boat, water will rush up in and then run back out. So the scupper plug is designed to keep the water from coming up in the boat and keeping you dry. So Vibe kayaks come with the gear track rails, so you can attach rod holders, cup holders, or electronics to the boat and not have to punch any more holes in your boat. Comes with adjustable foot pegs. So in the front hatch and the center hatch, it's a twist open, dry storage, but there's a bag located in here, and that's so that you can drop items in here and not have to worry about them sliding into the different part of the boat. This is the Vibe Seaghost 130. This is by far the most popular boat that we sell. This is a fishing machine. This boat comes with a rudder, comes with a rod holder, 2 rod holders, comes with a center hatch, also comes with a gear track rails, and has a 2-position seat. This is in the low position, and we can raise it up to the high position. Low position for when you want to gain speed and really bear down when you're paddling. The high position gives you a little higher outlook to where you can see the fish. It comes with a quick paddle holder right here. So when you're fighting a fish and you don't want to lean it over or drop it in the water, you can just pop it on here and it will lean back towards you. They also come with hatches. And this hatch happens to have a bag inside of it. One of the other things a lot of the Vibe kayaks come with, they'll come with a piece of the boat. So if you happen to scratch the boat or crack the boat, you're able to plastic weld or a piece of this back on it, which will oftentimes, if you hit oyster beds real bad, you'll scratch the boat, and that will help fix the scratches. They also have the new center hatch here. The new center hatch has a couple of different positions. So it has a front hatch, small hatch with a gear bag inside of it. Has a rear one with a gear bag inside of it. It also will open up and hinge, and so you can put drinks or other fishing items, weights, bait, or anything else like that inside of it. Also, it will hinge back. The whole thing will come out. Some guys use it as a cooler. Some guys will put bait down in there. Some guys use it as a tackle box or a gear box. It also has gear track mounts here, so you can put electronics here, or you can put a fishing rod holder in the center so that you can keep everything in the center of the boat for yourself. All the Vibe boats will come with scupper plugs. This also has a paddle keeper here and a paddle keeper also located over here. Some people use the paddle keeper to do stakeout poles or gaffs, depending upon if you're offshore. It also has, on either side of the seat, we'll have a Plano tackle box holder, so you can drop two small Plano tackle box or flambeau style boxes. It also has a rear screw-off hatch with a bag inside. And then this is the rudder system. So you'll reach over here on the right side of the boat, you'll deploy the rudder, and then the rope will catch, and then the rudder is controlled by your feet. Which is really nice when you're drifting across the flat, fighting a fish, or repositioning your anchor position. All you have to do is pivot your feet, and you can put the nose of the boat where you'd like it. All right, so in the tank well area here, they've got bungee cord attachments that you can put a milk crate or a cooler or any other gear that you want to put back here, and it all will stay in here because of the bungee cords to keep it tight. And then they have these on track systems because it gives you the ability to move it forward and back depending upon the size that you need for back here. This is the Seaghost 130 from Vibe Kayaks, our most popular selling fishing kayak that we have. This is the Vibe Yellowfin 120. This is a 12-foot long boat. It's 33 inches wide, holds 400 pounds. It's a new boat for Vibe, and it's one of the newest fishing kayaks that they've got out. 12-foot long, no frills on this boat. It comes with the rail system, comes with two rod holders in the back, comes with the hero seat, and comes with a paddle. But there's no hatch up front, and then you have the center hatch here. This boat is really great for anybody doing short trips, anybody doing trips off the beach, anybody doing some in the intercoastal, any local ponds or the river, but it's not designed to be an all-day boat. It's not like you're going to carry any camping gear in a hatch area. This one, you can put a cooler up front, or you could put a cooler in the back. This one has 4 sets of handles, so you have 2 handles on each end, and then you'll have handles on the side to be able to pick it up. This one also comes with scupper plugs. It comes with 8 scupper plugs, so it helps keep the water out of the boat. This also has Scotty mount rod holder location here where you can take the Scotty mounts and attach them here. Comes with a cup holder. Comes with a small fishing tray where you can drop weights or jig heads or hooks and stuff in there. The seat is not adjustable, but it still comes with the Hero seat. Really nice boat. It's comes with, in the back here, we're going to have gear tracks back here, 4 separate ones. It is set up for future to have a rudder system installed on it. Does not presently come with a rudder system, but they've got all the tubing run for it for future reference. This is the Yellowfin 120 by Vibe Kayaks. This is the Malibu X Factor. This is the big boy of all kayaks. This boat is 14 feet long and holds 600 pounds and is 34 inches wide. This boat comes with 4 rod holders and 4 hatches. It also has a gator hatch up front. The gator hatch is actually a child seat. The child would sit facing back towards you. One of the interesting things about this hatch setup is that you can pop this open and slide your fish inside here, and there's a bucket right here to catch it. If you choose not to do that, you can open up the whole hatch and then pick the bucket up, and now you're entered inside the kayak, where the kayak is hollow. So a lot of guys will slide rods or camping gear down inside here. Has 2 forward rod holders. Both of these will angle forward, so you're able to paddle, you're able to watch and see your lines get hit when you're trolling. They also have leash attachments to the backside. So if you're fishing offshore and your boat gets rocking, this will allow you to clamp onto the rod with a leash, so if your rod gets pulled out, at least it stays attached to the boat. This also has gear tracks up front, so you can add electronics to the sides. It has a forward center hatch. The forward center hatch is sometimes used as a cooler. It has a bag that will come out, and then it has a solid bottom here. Does not enter inside the kayak. The next hatch we come to is right in front of the seat, and this also has a bag, but this also will allow you inside access to the kayak. So a lot of guys will take the bag out and put all their tackle boxes inside here so they have easy access to it. One of the nicest seats on the market. This one has a low and a high section, but it also will fold up, and it has a stand-up bar that you can pop this out, slide up, and then it will give you a place to lean back against to if you want to stand up and fly fish, or if you just want to spot or drift down a canal or a creek and be able to spot fish from farther distances. We also have 2 rod holders in the back. They'll be facing backwards. Most of the time guys use those as transportation holders. We also have a rear hatch here that will fold out. Also has a takeout bag, and also gives you additional storage into the bottom of the kayak. It's also grooved out for a cooler. Also a milk crate will fit back here. And a lot of guys will also use the Yeti buckets back here. This boat is really one of the premium big boats that guys take offshore to chase tarpon, sharks, king mackerel. Guys in South Florida paddle out to the stream and fish out there. This is a big boat, and it can handle big water. This is a really, really stable boat. Guys with balance issues, this is a perfect boat for them for being 34 inches wide. It is 14 feet long. It is going to be a heavy boat to transport, but with guys using scupper wheels, this boat is not a problem to move around. This is the Malibu X Factor. This is a Malibu Stealth 12. This is one of the few kayaks that has a live well in it. You can add a pump system to it to circulate the water, But if you take the bottom plug out, the water will come up in it and the excess water will spill out. And we'll get to that in just a second. Up here at the nose, we have the child seat on the gator hatch. The gator hatch will also open up so that you can drop fish or whatever else you want to drop inside here. It also gives you access into this inside of the boat. If you need a larger access, this will lift up and you can store larger items through here. Has a center rail, so you can put a center rod holder here, or you can add additional rod holders on the side. This is where the Stealth really stands out. This has a center bait style bucket. So inside here you can drop your shrimp or jig heads or anything like that you want to put down in here. And then once that's closed up, you can have access into the live well area. This live well has a bottom plug, also has 2 exit holes up here that will filter out the gunk and let it go through the scupper holes and spill back out into the waterway. This is great for keeping live shrimp or mud minnows in here. Guys who don't use it as a live well will use it as a cooler. They'll fill this up with ice and put their drinks down inside here. This seat folds forward and back, will also raise to the higher position, but the neatest part about it is it will fold up and has the stand-up brace back here that you can raise up. And now you can stand over this additional hatch, and this will give you the ability to lean back as a leaning post. So guys like to fly fish with this or spin tackle fish with this. It also gives you a larger sight line that you can see the fish from. This hatch underneath the seat gives you direct access into the center of the boat. And this is how a lot of guys will pipe their live well system in. We have 2 additional rod holders back here. On the Malibu boats, all the rod holders have a rod leash attachment to it. So especially if you're fishing offshore or fishing in a weeded area where your rod might come in contact with something, and as you paddle off from it, pull your rod out. If you have a rod leash attached to it, it will catch the rod and keep it from going out of the boat. As well as a rear hatch. This rear hatch will have a bag to it. And this bag also will come out and give you access into the center of the boat. The rear tank well area is not large at all for this size boat, but again, it is grooved out for a milk crate. So what sets this boat apart from the other ones is the Stealth hatch up here, giving you the ability to keep live bait inside here and be able to paddle off with it. This is the Malibu Stealth 12. Thanks for tuning in and watching this kayak review here at Strike Zone Fishing. A lot of times people will come by the store and only think we have 7 kayaks. As you can tell by looking around the showroom as well as the warehouse, we have a lot more in kayaks and paddleboards than people realize. If you get a chance, come by Strike Zone at 11702 Beach Boulevard and come by and take a look at all the different kayaks and paddleboards we have in stock.